Hello guys, welcome back to Blazing Zero Gaming. We are going to do some Hunter Call of the Wild on Layton Lakes. So I got my guns in that I like to use on this map. So let's see where we'll start at here. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's go ahead and I'm going to start up here. So we want to try to get the biggest animal we can, which is hard to do in this game. But we're gonna give it a shot here. I think we'll see what comes out first, but I think we'll probably go after some elk and see what we can do. All right. The wind is in our face, so let's go check out this lake. Should be good. The wind's in our favor. Flashlight works.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Some tracks, huh? I don't see the tracks. Alright. I've had that happen a few times where it says he'll send the track coordinates and he never does. And no, it's down to our left somewhere. Okay. We're headed down this way anyway, so we'll see. There's some elk already. They're gonna be all cows, I bet. So that's a female between 573 and 705 pounds. So it looks like this is just going to be a female herd. Doing some mating calls. We're going to start making our way down this way. See if we can see anything. Yeah, it's looking like it's an all-female herd. As long as we don't spook them, we'll be alright. So I'll kind of crouch down just looking at them. The wind is still in our favor, so we should be alright. Keep working down, looking around, see if we can spot anything else. As long as we don't spook them, we'll be okay. If we spook them, then it's going to be a little bit of a harder hunt. for you guys who haven't played, that orange marker right there, it says 403. That's the lake that I marked, so it kind of gives me a direction to go to check it out. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning in the game, so we should be alright. Real deer. So, watch for a minute. Those things are everywhere and can ruin a hunt if you spook another animal. So, heading back for a minute. Alright, so that is a bull elk between 705 and 837 pounds. It's only at classed as number 2. That one's a number 3. He looks funky looking. Let's see what that guy is. That one's also a 3. So he's the biggest one out of the group so far. If I can get into position here, we'll take a crack at him. We will use 6.5 here. So, let's go see if we got any blood. We got an elk down. I have heard in this game that you need to sometimes get the small animals that will get the bigger ones to spawn into the game. So let's try that. I think he's in here somewhere. Do you see any blood? Alright, Remy. Down here a little bit. Okay, got Remy on the track. So here's the first blood pile. It's telling us that it is a vital organ hit, so that's good news. So there it goes. That's all right. Gotta get the elk first. Alright, so the bleed rate is low, 75 to 100% chance of survival at this point for the elk. That'll change hopefully as we spot some more blood here. Alright, so we still have a low bleed rate, but his chances of survival have gone down now. So as we get closer to where he is at, we should start seeing everything go down. 50 to 75 still. That's okay. Alright, we're down 25 to 50, so we're starting to lose it now. We're starting to get closer to him. It shouldn't be too much farther. Yeah. I guess he'd probably be somewhere right over this other hill. Usually they don't last very long. Alright. 0 to 25. Alright, so we should see him right when we come over this corner, and at 0 to 25, and then there he is. You can see him highlighted it up right there. And Remy got to him. So we're doing a good job. Let's see what he scores. He is a silver. So we got all green on the shot placement, the weapon, organ hit. So we are good on that. We didn't get the quick kill bonus, but that's alright. So yeah, to be a cold, it's gonna be 272 and diamond 380. So he was a little bit off of that, but that's okay. Give him some attention. Alright, let's continue towards the lake. See if we can run into something else here. Typically when you go and shoot something, it's hard to find animals back in the area again. It takes them a minute. So we'll see what we can do here. The wind's still in our favor, which is good. So, what's that? Am I seeing things? Mine's playing tricks on me. Alright, so we're going to start scanning the outer edges of this lake here. See if anything's stuck around. I don't think so. I think everything probably left. But, we'll see what we can do. So the guns I'm using today is a 300 mag, and it's going to be for our moose and everything bigger. 6.5 for elk and deer, and a little bit smaller. And then I bring a 338 along just as another gun. I really don't go after coyotes in this game, or foxes. Not that they're not fun to go after, but they're hard to spot, hard to go after. Not seeing too much here. That's to be expected after shooting that elk. Maybe something good will be here. We'll see. Seems like thunder in the game. We got a blacktail laying down. It is a female. And you see in the top right corner where it says resting and then nervous. So kind of got to be careful here because nervous they'll speak really easy. And everything else will run off. So let's see if we spawn anything down here. Looks like she's by herself, which is weird because you usually don't find mule deer by themselves too often. There's usually always another one somewhere in there. But I'll keep an eye on her, see if there's something else hiding. So we know she's there, so that's good. As long as she doesn't spook off and run, we'll be alright. So also guys, in this game, you have different parts. So this whole map is called Layton Lakes, but it's split up into different areas. Beaumont, Cheetah, or Sheila, Norden, and all these different areas. And you can unlock this area if you go to it. You start searching around into it, so forth. Coming down on the map with these legends, these are look at points. These are what kind of unlocks that area. I have noticed if you don't go to these and claim it, that the animals in the area are harder to find in the whole map part of it. Then you get into these are need zones, feed zones, places that you've seen an animal or a track of an animal or whatnot like that. These usually show up. These are tracks. This is what the warden guy was saying at the beginning of the episode. And then these are our cabins, outposts is what they call them, and you could fast travel to them. And they're spread out all throughout the map. These question marks have, it's considered undiscovered part of the map. Tell you a little bit of history with the map, and it also gives you some extra points and helps you unlock some of the other calls and stuff like that in the game. This one right here is the tree stand or ground blind. You go to that and you pay, I think it's $1,200 in the game, and get it, unlock it. And then just some informational stuff all the way through. The purple zone that you see here is because I shot an elk there. So the animal game in this area is spooked or nervous or alert. These two white dots, the one on the left with the arrow is me, the one on the right is our dog Remy. And of course you got the rest of the map. We do like hunting this whole area from about right here all the way up, as we usually see a lot of big moose in here. We'll do that for another episode, but so that's the map for you. Right now we're just, I'd like to keep on the elk, but try to find something that scores pretty big. Maybe we can get a gold or diamond. Like we've got maybe 2 diamonds in this game. They are a little hard to come by. I'm sure if you did some more playing or anything like that, that they would show up a little more. So thank you everybody for the likes and subscribes to the channel and the views. That's awesome. We're going to try to sneak across here. I don't know which way to go here, because now the wind's kind of starting to toy with us a little bit. So let's look on the map. So if we go around here, we can head over to this lake. So let's do that. Let's put a waypoint and we'll go search this one. We are going to kind of go with the wind now, so anything that's downwind of us will now start to smell us. So down on the right hand corner you've got the picture of the dog, and idling means it's just kind of doing its own thing but staying by us. The circle is our compass, and of course you got north, east, south, and west. And right now we are headed in a west southwest position. The green cone that you see coming out, emitting from the middle of the circle, that is where the wind is pushing to. So basically means the wind is coming from our back right side, pushing across our body and then pushing it downwind. And then you've got our arrow pointing at which direction we're heading on the compass. So right now we're headed west. On the right hand side you've got our whatever's in our hands. So right now it's the binoculars. If I hold the button, go to the gun, it'll go with the gun now. It shows me that there's 5 ready to be shot, and I have 63 as far as ammo wise in my backpack. Bottom left is my heartbeat. As long as that stays calm, then it's better to shoot so it's not bouncing around a lot. The one in the middle, I believe, is an eyesight one, and that's I haven't quite figured that one out yet. And then on the right of that is the sound bar. So the slower I move, the less sound I make, and then the more I move, the more the sound I make. See, no sound, a lot of sound, and then if I crouch, little sound, or if I even crawl, there's no sound. So it's kind of, we gotta kind of be quiet as we move through. So we're going into an area that we haven't been in yet. And also right below the binoculars is that green bar. That's my overall health. You can get hurt in this game, and then you kind of have to go back to a picking point the game chooses, which is usually your base cabin at the start of the map. So yeah. Remy kind of does what he wants to do. The other thing too is when you go through the brush, it makes a lot of noise. No matter kind of how you do it, it still makes quite a bit of noise. So you kind of have to be careful when you're going into new areas and stuff like that. It can be quite obnoxious sometimes. Because some of the animals like hanging out in this, and then you don't see them, and they take off on you. I don't know what's going to be at this lake since we haven't been here before, but I'm guessing by what we've seen so far, probably the smaller range of animals that are in the map. So probably deer, bear, maybe moose, not quite sure. And each one of those maps that I showed you earlier, each one of those sections, they kind of specialize in their own, like what animals in there, in that area. So one of the ones that we always do is a big moose one. One of them is an elk, we know for sure. And then some of the lower lands are the deer and smaller animals. I don't know what this one is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's a mixture of deer and elk. So next episode I was thinking we can go after some alligators. There is a map that we have that has some alligators on it, so Those are kind of fun to go after. If you guys like to see anything on this game, let us know in the comment section. If you'd like us to go after only deer, only elk, only bear, only moose, we can put something together for you guys. We do plan on getting some Fortnite, playing some more Fortnite this week, as we settle in for another school/work week. Saw something new there. Alright, so there's the other lake. So now we're gonna have to start going kind of slow through here now. I noticed the deer really like these types of areas, at least the bigger deer. So we're gonna have to be careful. They spook pretty easily here, so gotta take our time a little bit. This one is called South Lake, and it's actually a pretty big lake. So, be interesting to see what is here. Could be something, could be nothing. We'll find out in a second. So, make my way through all this. And the wind, see how the wind now shifted back to the south, so. Or the south-southeast now, which is good for us. Means nothing on the lake really is going to catch our scent. Maybe down towards that end of the lake, which is okay. That's just a small portion of the lake. The biggest section's right in front of me all the way over. Good. So again, as we get closer to the lake, we scan some more, make sure we see everything. When I get closer to the lake here, I'll go slower through the trees, make sure not to make any more sound than I have to. Typically, if you do make enough sound and you scare something, they do some type of call, and hopefully we can get one to do like a spook call, and I'll be able to click on it and it'll tell you that they're running or scared, nervous. Do it from there. A whole lot. That's kind of surprising. Usually at lakes you see quite a bit of stuff, especially at a lake we haven't been to before. Then again, our scent's kind of going that way, so that's alright. Looks pretty big. Nothing at the lake. That was really surprising. Alright, we're gonna kind of hurry up here. We're gonna go over onto this other side. I don't see anything over here enough to go after. So we're gonna make our way over onto this side. Look over there. So the good news is we're not scaring a lot of things off, so typically we'd scare a bunch off if we are running, so why there isn't anything in this area is surprising. That's the way it goes. So you see on the bottom right, my heartbeat's kinda up, so if I was to see an animal and try to zoom in on him, I'd be bouncing a lot, shaking around. It wouldn't be as steady, so, alright. Well, we got some mule deer. Alright, so we got a minor, calm, female, another minor, another minor, and another female. So, kind of take it easy here. We don't want to spook them. It's nothing too big to shoot. Yeah, 154 to 100. Yeah, these are all about the same weight, so kind of just hold off on them then. Spot something else here. So, just discovered a drinking zone. So that is them at a drinking zone, which is good to know. So, that one's a decent sized one. We might shoot him. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and give it a shot. Sneak up just a little bit more. Hit him, so you can see him go down. And some more bucks in there. So that one did go down. It's back over there. Another minor, female, another minor. So, alright, let's go get that one, guys, and that'll do it for this episode. We do have a little bit of a hike over there, so mark it on the map. I think he is. Kind of to the left a little bit. Somewhere over here. So keep our binoculars out and see if one of these is more hiding in that area. Notice that happens a lot to me too. There'll be some that hide over there. There's another one back there. 2 million. So I thought we got a good shot on him. Maybe we didn't. Usually that 6.5 does a pretty good job at creating some havoc. So as you see there, need zone drinking. This is another drinking area, and they visit here between 4 and 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you were able to set up a tent or anything like that, you'd be okay. Some duckies. Oh, that was a good one. Nice, pretty good sized miner there, but I don't have a shotgun, and we gotta try to recover this deer. Let's see where he went. Hopefully I got him. There is elk in this area, so that's good to know. So far we've just seen the deer, which is okay. We've seen the elk earlier. Got the nice silver one. I suppose those other deer haven't spooked yet. There they go. That's that one. Blacktail. Scent's headed that way, so it probably most likely picked up our scent, and that's why it gave the warning call. And it's a female, so it's usually what happens. There's another one in there. Be interesting if I get him or not. It's not showing up in the map as I did, so this. The bedding area? Yep. Disturbed vegetation. Deer ran this way somewhere. Came up along here, so we're gonna have to spook spook this deer to try to find this other one. I don't know where he went. So yeah, see, I knew there was $3 in there. For some reason I can only get 2 of them. They're all minor, so we're okay. I need to try to locate this other deer first and then see what type of hit we got on him. Oh, hello, deer. Finally decided to leave. That was a cool looking buck. Alright, so I feel as if we need to try to find where I shot him at. See if we can find. That's poop. He was shot over here somewhere. I've seen a blood trail here. Alright, Remy. Go work. Alright, let's see if we can go after him now. So, Remy's good about tracking. It is nice having a dog. Because sometimes you can lose the blood trail pretty easily. And then you get docked some points on it, so still at 75 to 100, so it must have been a bad shot, even though it looked good. This is the last place we saw him before he disappeared, so it'll be a little bit harder now to find him. By the way it's looking, I'm guessing he survived it. Yeah, he's still 75 to 100. So we'll follow it out, make sure, but chances are he's probably still alive at this point. We'll see though. Yeah, 75 to 100. My guess is he's still alive. If he's not up here, then we know for sure. Yeah, he's still 75 to 100. Keep going, Remy. I'll find him. 75 to 100. Remy's going back basically where we just were, so yeah, I'm guessing he's still alive. Oh yeah, 50 to 75 now, so he may have went down. 50 to 75. He's losing not very much blood loss, but let's see. 25 to 50, so he might be down. 25 to 50 still. Zero to 25. Alright, well. He's losing it. So we should be coming up to him pretty soon, I'd imagine. I can't imagine it'll be a whole lot longer. But you never know. You know what I mean? Where'd he go? Huh? Remy is done tracking. Yep. So, yeah, that happens for every once in a while. That does happen, where we're tracking and the blood just stops, even if it says 0 to 50% or 0 to 25. It does happen, and so it just happened again. I think if it was probably sooner in the blood trails, we would have got him, but it looks like that deer will survive. Now, the other thing that happens too is if you do shoot one like that, no matter what, now your rating on him will go down because he has been shot before. So it does dock you a little bit, and goes from there. So yeah, he's not down. He survived, and that is that, guys. Get up on top of this hill and see if anything's here, but looks like we're going to end the video there. Guys, we really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to the channel. Again, if you'd like to see us hunt just one animal, bear, cougar, elk, make a suggestion, and we'll try to get that done for you. Actually, we will get that done for you. I'm not seeing anything else. So, thanks a lot, guys. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. We'll save that for the next video. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Have a good week.